Welcome to the F test. Today we're going to take a little test called the F test that is going to help you make sure you're selling what people are buying. So you don't even need a piece of paper for this one. What I want you to do is on the next slide, there's going to be a sentence written out. I want you to count the number of F's in the sentence. Then I want you to check again to make sure you counted correctly. And I want you to write down your number and don't change it, even though I won't really know if you changed it because this is virtual. And this is not a trick question. You ready? Okay. Here's the sentence. Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. I'm going to give you a second to count the F's in that sentence and write it down. Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. Okay, now go back and make sure you counted correctly. Okay, so let's move on. Now, when we do this in a group setting, we get to see that all the different answers that other people gave. So how many F's did you count? And I'm not going to assume what you count, but I've gotten answers anywhere from 0 to 20, and I'm not kidding you. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then it usually skips a few, and then we start getting 20s. So, how could this be? And how do you know if your answer is right? How could different people have counted different number of F's in the same exact sentence? Do you think you have the right answer? How sure are you? Are you willing to bet on it? Here's the takeaway. This was a perception test. What I want you to know is just like all the people that took this test have different answers to how many F's are in that sentence, every client has a different answer as well. And they're going to bet on it too. One person might bet 4, one person might bet 6. So why is that important? If you're selling to a customer, you need to meet them where they are, not where you think they should be. In other words, if the customer sees that there are 4 F's in the sentence, you need to sell them from the perception of number 4. If you see that there are 6 F's in the sentence and you're selling from the perspective of someone who believes there's 6 F's, you cannot sell to someone who believes there's 4. Because both of you are willing to bet that you know how many F's are in this sentence. Ultimately, people's perception is their reality. Just because you counted 2 different numbers does not mean you're right. Whatever you perceive in this world becomes your reality and becomes truth for you. The same is true for your clients. Whatever they've perceived in this world becomes their reality and is therefore their truth. So, what is the right answer? It doesn't actually matter what the right answer is. The only answer that matters is to know what your ideal client thinks the right answer is. Being right doesn't help the customer solve their problem. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're selling cars and you believe the best feature of your car is that it has, a certain horsepower. And your client believes the best feature is that it comes in the fuchsia that the other dealers don't offer, right? But when you're taking this person around, you keep mentioning all the features of how great the horsepower is and how great the engine is and how low the maintenance is. And all the customer really cares about is if it comes in the particular color of fuchsia that she wanted. So that's the case of someone seeing it in a different reality than you. You could say, how could the only thing you care about a car is being the color? How could that possibly matter to you? Don't you care about the engine? In your head, you might be saying this, but if you're selling something the customer is not interested in buying, you're not going to make the sale. So being right doesn't help the customer solve the problem. The customer wanted a pink car, and you're selling a car with a great engine. You need to know what your client's number is and be able to see it from her perspective. Doing the ideal customer or the character study exercise will help you understand their perspective so you can sell them what they want to buy. This has been the F Test, brought to you by JPM Sales Partners.